This Lion fan base have been craving home playoff football since this building opened in 2002, and they've got it today at Ford Field in Detroit. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2018 draft, the Oklahoma Sooner, Baker Mayfield.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. There's a short one taken in by Lawton. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right to the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing, Mayfield. Into space at the 45. And all the way out to the 46. A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd. To throw, Mayfield. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30. A good pickup there, 22.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Tampa Bay. On
1st and 10, here's Irvin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Godwin, the motion man. Mayfield to throw it. He's got his receiver. That's Ibuka. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Mayfield. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't give it to him. It's incomplete.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
And his kick here is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl, and came really within 1 quarter of winning it. But since that time, He's had bouts of inconsistency. That's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career. It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from the Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
Detroit Lions, first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And this time not quite to the 30. Will be down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit! Amon-Ra St. Brown, 31 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead here in this NFC Championship game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Evans has it left side. Now he's loose at the 40. Mike Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, 81 yards. And the Buccaneers are once again back in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing.
Gibbs gets popped and he loses the football. I believe the Lions was there to recover it. Yes, they will indeed keep possession.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
Avoids the turnover. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And a pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Detroit Lions First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now gone. St. Brown making the catch on the out route. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 19.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's gone. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And the Lions are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they go to work on a first and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams would throw from there. But that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
20.
Out of the gun. Goff. There's Laporta. He's got it. Touchdown Lions. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Lions have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Mike Evans in the Tampa offense about to set up shop. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. What a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
They'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
4 yards. It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Mayfield. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, 77 yards. And the Buccaneers have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 17-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. And Detroit getting set to go now. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and then they finally take a beat on you. Maybe mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 48 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Back to throw, Goff. And that will be incomplete.
Smart enough to avoid the taunting, and I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Get a look at receiver Chris Godwin as this offense returns for their next drive. He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him, and right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and looks on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make it really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I'm trying to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Tackle there by Anzalone.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mayfield, and now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. And the defense says they have it. They do. 1 play into the ball game, an early turnover. On those sneaks, Charles, so many arms, bodies in there. Tough to protect it. You see it there.
And you and I both know that behind closed doors, coaches just call that careless. You know you're going into massive bodies and you're going to be reaching for the football. And you're taught just to get low, protect the ball, and just drive forward and get what little yardage you need. In this case, let the ball get away from his body. It got knocked free.
180!
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the gun, it's again to Montgomery. And tough slant. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. far as they have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up. Then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watch their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They're just going to find a way to get it done.
Mayfield down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Mayfield. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
17 yards. First down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 29, Mayfield. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. That is caught. And he's going to have a Bucs first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And not able to get it that time. He hit on 6 straight passes. Not there. 2nd down.
Well, we see him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They think he can win every battle.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd down and 1. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Emeka Egbuka as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Goff now to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And now we get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. Bates' kick is good, and that will tie us at 24 all.
Ties the game.
So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we are deadlocked at the break here, and the EA Sports halftime report. Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
26-yard line.
The Lions offense now with the football first here to begin quarter number 3. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
At the 38-yard line.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now a play fake, and it's gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And it'll surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely, pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Lions have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Buccaneers, 24.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The attention shifting back to Chris Godwin and the rest of the Tampa offense. Good day for him so far here in the 3rd quarter. He's hit pay dirt once, over 100 yards. But, hey, it's the 3rd quarter. He's thinking, I want more, right?
He wants more, and it just increases the confidence of his team because every play he makes, that means his quarterback is really feeling good about throwing the football. Probably feels like he can't throw an incomplete pass when he throws it to him right now.
Yeah, he's looked really, really sharp. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Mayfield showing he can be fleet of foot, picking up the 1st down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A run up the middle with Irving. And a lane slowly materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the 45-yard line.
They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone, throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, that
to that one.
Here in the third quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a fourth down play.
Mayfield with it once more. There's a short one taken in by Otten. Given the gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. In that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
It's a gain of 20.
A shotgun handoff here to Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. DJ Reed, who played in college at Kansas State, made the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 19.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now Mayfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Touchdown.
Cade Otten. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 31, here's second and 5.
At the 31-yard line.
Hand off now to Gibbs. And he'll scratch out only about a yard into the 32. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
For the Lions.
And here now the punter, Fox, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. To throw, Mayfield. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
First down. It's a gain of 6. First down, Buccaneers.
Now a give. Irving running right. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. On the return is Williams. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And this one likely on the short list for Game of the Year candidates. And boy, did it come in a good one here, the playoffs. All tied in the fourth with a berth to the Super Bowl on the line. Buckle up, everybody. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Now second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 101 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line.
46-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line bearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And this time it'll point to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The give, right side for Gibbs. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Detroit Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Gone. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Counter play, here's Gibbs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw is gone. Amon Ross down. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff. And the Lions have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And able to get this out to the 25. And we shift to spotlighting Mike Evans. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that time.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Irvin. Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
180.
They'll look to throw here. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. These fans on pins and needles. A Super Bowl berth on the line, tied in the 4th quarter as the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Gibbs straight ahead. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And we're getting out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
39-yard line.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Another run for Gibbs here. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. And Gibbs has it. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Now it's gone. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He goes tonight.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
He picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, from this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's first and goal.
Chester. He goes tonight. 20.
They'll run with Montgomery. And we'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. And this one is right through. And they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. The Lions are Super Bowl bound, the NFC champs. As we say, thanks for watching and good night.